Hey folks, John Ferguson Smart here. If you're trying to learn test automation, you may have noticed there's a little bit of coding involved. Test automation is coding. It is programming. There's no doubt about that. You can't get around it. But what I want to tell you, if you're a tester, if you're coming from a manual testing background, or you've done some scripting, and you're finding the coding hard going, don't worry. You will get there if you persist, if you continue to try, if you continue to learn. You've got to go beyond your comfort zone, basically. Testing or test automation is a type of coding, and that sort of coding, it's a very specialized sort of coding, but you still need to know all the fundamentals, all the proper ways of writing good code, all the techniques that a developer would know, just not as many libraries. So you do need to get into healthy coding habits. And that does take time and it does take practice. And you do need to know all of the language features of the language that you're going to learn so that you can be comfortable and fluent in the language so that the language doesn't hold you back. And I know that can be a struggle, and I've been there. I remember when I was first starting out with JavaScript, I found JavaScript very intimidating. I found it a bit of a challenge. It does my head in still sometimes. But I stuck with it. I kept doing an exercise, a JavaScript exercise every morning to just build up my skills. And oftentimes it would be really hard. I'd be quite discouraged. I'd find it quite hard to understand what was going on. But I insisted. I kept going. And eventually it does sink in. And the same with functional programming. It was the same even with C back in the day. It was anything you set your mind to, you can do it. But it does mean that you have to not be afraid to feel dumb. Basically, that's normal. If you feel dumb when you're doing something new, that is totally normal. Only stupid people don't feel dumb. If you're feeling dumb when you're coming across a new problem, you feel, hey, I can't do this, I don't know what I've got no idea what I'm doing here, that is totally cool. That is totally normal. It means you are growing. It means you are expanding your vision of the world. It means you are getting better at your craft. So stick with it. Stick to it. Don't give up. So you will get there. Just keep on with the coding, keep on with practicing, and you will get to the skill where you can be totally fluent in the language of your choice, and the automation becomes much more natural, much easier. Because once you get those foundations, once you get the basic fundamental coding skills out of the way, the automation tools are quite easy. That's not the hard thing. Get the foundations done well and you'll be on the right road. So that's my message for you today. Stick with it, you'll get there.